Alright, Shalom, Mike. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And today I just want to get into a lesson on how we are witnessing the destruction of America, the destructuring of this place. The very pillars that upheld, the so-called white man in this system is now being taken away, man. The Lord is breaking this man down, piece by piece, which that's a military strategy. The very different aspects, the different strengths of Edom is being taken away. So matter of fact, let's start out with this, in the book of Jeremiah 49. Because one of those things that was taken away is his wisdom, That what holds, this is what maintains his kingdom, through his, that left-handed wisdom that he had, because each day the Lord's taking just a little bit out, more and more, and that's why he's getting more sloppy. Everybody's seeing through it. You got just a regular American, as simple as they are, catching on to what this man is doing, but it lets you know that's part of the destruction of Esau, the so-called white man. So this Jeremiah 49 itself, it says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts. See? So they say, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts. And that's the spirit the Lord is coming in as the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies. So they let you know destruction is involved. Because every time you think about, when it comes down to the military, that means destruction is involved. So the Lord comes in the spirit of, he's going to destroy Edom. It says, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? See? And they let you know that's one of the military strategies of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that was one of those pillars of Esau. His wisdom, man. We tell you that through his wisdom to help perverted that left-handed, because it tells you that the knowledge of wickedness is not even wisdom, man. So just that wickedness, he was able to, run circles around the people, deceive them. It's being taken away. You got people actually, what is these whistleblowers giving out certain information. You got people actually, looking into it, researching, and seeing that this man's a damn devil. Oh, just going back to like 9/11. It got to the point where it was a few years after that, a surge of conspirators came out, and as time went on, it had grew. Then the spirit of the Lord had the apostles come out. In 2007, the YouTube era was, pretty much we had the height of information, man. So this man and his lies is being quenched. So he can't lie to you no more. That's one of the strengths that's being taken. That the wisdom of Edom is being destructured. It's being destroyed. It's being taken away. And that's just one of the pillars, man. These other nations don't look at this man as they once did, with a form of reverence. They just get their money and go now. Everybody got a military. They these people they got the button now. Oh, it's to the point now. These other nations are already saying that China might be up next, or Russia. Even though we know that the ones that were never thought of, is gonna rule, spearheaded by Lord Yahweh Shai. But just the point that these other nations, the world is acknowledging America is being moved out the way, man. And that's what we're seeing. This place being moved out the way. This place being broken down. Destructured. The Lord is taking those how you can see the threads. You putting the threads off a cloth, and it gets to the point once you pull that last thread, you totally naked, man. And that's what we're seeing. The shame of this whore. The nakedness. Of this place. It has ran its course. It's finished. You know, and all these people saying it now. This is Isaiah 14 and verse, I start at 4. It said, thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. The king of Babylon, in this sense, is talking about these elites, man. You know, and say, how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. See? And that's what we seeing. This place is ceasing. You know, just the past times, the things that made you smile, all that is taken away. And you might say, well, it's opening back up. Well, that's the snare. It's going to ultimately, all these things are going to be taken away, man. You know, this place is not going to flow as it once did. It's going to come to a screeching halt. It's going to get to the point it's literally not going to be no traffic in the streets, man. You know, it's going to actually, matter of fact, let's get some real quick. That's 2nd Ezra 16. Let me get that real quick. 2nd Ezra 16 and verse. Yep, 2nd Ezra 16, I start at 23. Well, I start at 22. It said, for many of them that dwell upon earth, see? And they ain't just talking about because you on here on the planet Earth. When it says the ones that dwell upon the earth, it's talking about the ones that subscribe to this system. That's under the shadow of the Edomites. Those are the ones that's going to be affected by these plagues. You know, so it said, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. See? It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. See? Because that's when you ultimately going to see these cities being abased and broken down. You know, when the power go out. Because, like I said, going back, it said, take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. That's what this message is. You know, that message is for, man. And these devils are very much affected. They are troubled by this message, man. You know. But how much more the people that don't even see it coming? You know. But it said the city is going to be cast down. So these cities going to be ultimately rooted out violently, man, when all hell break loose. But we seeing the stages now. It's like I said, the Lord is pulling thread one at a time, man. Till ultimately that last thread is everything gonna fall apart. So it's gonna see one day the grocery store might close. That might trigger it. Or the money crash. That's gonna trigger it. That's gonna be that last thread the Lord gonna pull and everything gonna fall apart. You know. It says, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. See? It says, the trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. See, and that's how bad it's gonna be, man. You know, you ain't gonna see no damn city worker cutting grass. You know, all hell is gonna break loose, man. You know, so sooner we seeing this place ceasing now, but one day it's gonna ultimately cease. You know, by the way, if not no business is going, you don't hear the sound of laughter in the background with a nigga ordering a drink. You know, hearing some nigga music or something. It's ultimately gonna all cease, man. The joy, the pride of this place, it's gonna ultimately cease, man. And the message coming out first for it fully manifests. You know, but it's going to get bad. And the sure sign of that is, you know, look at Babylon, look at America. Once this place falls, everything else is going to fall. So let's go back to Isaiah 14 and verse 5. It said, the Lord have broken the staff of the wicked, see? And the scepter of the ruler, see? So the Lord have broken the staff of the wicked, meaning what? This man is his power structure. You know, his kingdom has ran its course. Now it's time for him to give up the stick. And how do we know these things are now? Because we actually see the signs of a fallen kingdom. You know, these are the very same signs that Rome showed before they fell, which this is the revived Roman Empire. You know. But you see the very same signs of this place falling before that ultimate splat, you know? And that's what we're witnessing now. The destruction of this, the destructuring of America. Let's get this in the book of 2 Ezra 6. Hey, you got the gas and shit. It's better be a gas shortage, you know? Dealing with these power grids, you know, the power outages, food shortages, you know? They're in a state of emergency, you know, which is really martial law coming in place, which is going to be a harder version of martial law that's about to take place throughout the whole mainland of Babylon, man. You know, different pockets here and now. You know, because each part of Babylon going to have a specific plague that's going to smite it, man. Even though all these things going to happen, that you might have the famine in the land and the martial law and a race war going on where you at. But it was going to be something that's going to stand out the most between all those things, man. You know? But the point is, it's all going to happen here in America and throughout the planet Earth, but especially here in Babylon the Great, man. You know? Matter of fact, let's get this. This is the book of 2 Ezra 6 and verse, I think it's on up. Yup, cause 2 Ezra 6 and 22, it said, and suddenly shall the song places appear unsung. See? So when something is not unsung, it's not held together, it's not, you know, it's not stable, man. It's loose. It's you know, pretty much that's why I was just going back to the Lord pulling those threads, man. They just like your shirt got a screen and you pull it, now you naked. Well, that's how suddenly the song place gonna appear on something, meaning what these cities, man. You know, these cities that seem to be established, and it's gonna be a point. It's gonna be a pure unsung. It's gonna be uprooted. Like just going back, we just read in 2 Ezra 16 chapter. You know, you're gonna have these the grass gonna be tall and shit. You know, animals roaming around. You know, these different stores might be boarded up or totally just raided and empty. Matter of fact, it says the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. See? So that's all going back to it. Ultimately, it's gonna totally be destroyed, man. Uprooted, man. And we seen certain points that, you know, motherfucker might panic shop. Suddenly it was that storehouses was found empty, man. What's gonna be one day, it's gonna be suddenly found under, ain't no rain up in that time, man. Suddenly when everything stopped, whatever city, it's not gonna crank back up, man. When the power go out, it's not gonna come back on in a few hours, man. That's what's about to take place. That's part of the destruction of this place. Pretty much these people is going to be broken down, man. Their pride. You see, these people, these American people are about to be very well much debased, man. You know, for all that pride that they have. You know, just the luxury of you turning on a faucet and water come out. That luxury is going to be taken away. You know, just flipping on the damn light switch, turning your air on goddamn 72 degrees. That luxury is going to be taken away. And that would make these people proud, man. You know, that would make these people proud, man. You actually got a toilet, you can flush your dumb, man. But guess what? That's about to take place, man, where these things, matter of fact, let's get this in the book of Baruch. And this is the torment the Lord is giving, you know. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let's get that before I get that. This is the book of Revelation 18 and verse 7. It says, how much she shall glorify herself and live deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. See, so how much you have lived a riotous living, you was laid back. Guess what? That's going to be traded in for torment and sorrow. Meaning what? It's going to be traded in for a famine, for the pestilence, the newly created beast, power outages, gas shortages, you know, anything, just your basic needs is going to be taken away. Not just you not having a big screen TV no more. You can't even find no clean water, no running water, because when that power go out, that whole stale water is gonna be taken away. You know, when that power go out. It said, for she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. See, and that's ultimately the mindset of these people. It came from the bankers. That's the mindset of these bankers, that they're not going to take no ill, but it have trickled down to just a regular old American, just a regular old American citizen. They think that this place is not going to go down. They don't think that if they take an ill, that they can't bounce back. Well, they in for a rude awakening. Matter of fact, Sion said, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. So as you can see, the Lord is a process of how the Lord is going to ultimately destroy America. This is how the Lord is destroying America and ultimately going to destroy America through the death. Mass death, mourning. The mourning is a result of something, which ultimately is death, pretty much. Mourning is the result of death. So why I say death and mourning? Because death in the time we in, death have expanded. What I can say, that the ways of death have expanded, man. This is the time we in where man's judgment is about to take place, man. So it says death and mourning and famine. See, that's a key plague right there, and they let you know that we finna come into one the worst famine ever recorded in history, man. Here in Babylon the Great, because this place is, you got a restaurant on every side. That's why I said suddenly these things gonna be appear on its own. Suddenly McDonald's ain't gonna be open no more, man. Suddenly, you ain't gonna be able to get you a McGriddle or whatever, Grubhub, because you got niggas actually will order Grubhub and have it sent the next morning, man. So you don't think the famine is one of the key plague for this place? It said, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. So that's the process of the destruction of America. It says, for strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. See? So you see the process of the destruction of America. For ultimately she get burned with fire, it's going to be a series of plagues that's going to beat this bitch down, to ultimately Lord put out of misery with the destruction, man. So matter of fact, I'm going to end off on this in the book of Baruch. And, we see it, just the status of these people. I know the elder Yashua actually, he went into the video where it's a term now called languishing. Well, these people are depressed, man. So you see that the people are destroyed. They was already destroyed in the mind just by Esau, getting a hold to them. But they're being destroyed. The hope have left them. They ain't got no hope left, man. So how much the Lord gonna add on to that by the way of these certain things being taken away, man? So this is the book of Baruch 4, and I get to the point. Matter of fact, I start at 32. It says, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. So what are the cities? Meaning what? We already know throughout, we have been scattered throughout the planet Earth. But this is ultimately talking about here in America, man. Because this is what this place is known for. See, you got these other nations, they don't go to America because it's America. No, they was drawn to LA. They was drawn to New York, Miami, Chicago. It was those certain cities that draw them. So but it says miserable are the cities. So meaning what? These cities gonna catch hell. They're gonna be broken down. These people, they're gonna be broken down. They're gonna be at base before ultimately be destroyed. It said miserable is she that received that. So who is that she? That's talking about Babylon. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. See, so she rejoiced at our ruin and our fall. Now we rejoicing at their ruin and their fall. So that's why I said they're going to be grieved for their own desolation, your own destruction, your own, these, like I said, they taking L's on all levels, man. Ain't no relief in sight for these people, man. Even for the ones that's in, just the regular old citizens, but even the ones that's in power. That's why I said this proverb is for the king of Babylon, man. because they know what's at stake. They know power and rulership is at stake, man. But these people, just a regular old common citizen, is about to feel the full effect of this word coming forth, man. You know, it says, "For I will take away the rejoicing of a great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning." See, and we just read how the Lord is gonna abase her, turn that pride into mourning through the sword, through what it said, death, mourning, famine, and ultimate fire. This is how the Lord is going to turn that pride into mourning. It said, "For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time." That let you know it's talking about America, man. Because that's the judgment that was for Babylon. Also you read that Isaiah 34, that's talking about Edom. So they let you know Edom and Babylon is the same thing, man. Was that's Babylon is the headquarters of Edom, you know. But the point is, you can see the Lord is going to break this place down through a series of plagues, and ultimately, the ultimate form of destruction is going to be by the way of those missiles. So yeah, I just hold it with edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakah Kodash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. I like to say shalom to the elect that teach the word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. DTA, a Bible ball. Soon.